Yes, La Liga is conditioned on the sale of Barca's VIP boxes. The operation seems promising, but more documentation is still needed for final approval. Barcelona continues working at full speed to register Dani Olmo and Pau Victor before January 1st, the date after which registrations made for the first half of the season become invalid. Today, Monday, the resolution of the Court of First Instance is expected regarding the action brought by Barcelona, requesting the precautionary measures that would allow these registrations. After the commercial court denied the request last Friday, the club is not very optimistic about this second demand. For this reason, this judicial route has taken a back seat. Joan Laporta reached an agreement last week in the Middle East for the sale of the Camp Nou's VIP boxes. These are two separate agreements, which account for $100 million the club needs. This sum allows the registration of Olmo and Pau Victor. It also lets the club return to the 1-1 rule for future signings. Barcelona has taken measures to ensure this agreement is accounted for. First, two agreements were closed with Arab investors for the sale of these VIP boxes over the next 20 years. These two contracts have already been finalized, signed, and submitted to La Liga. Barca has been in constant communication with La Liga to ensure everything is done according to their guidelines and that the process progresses smoothly and without major setbacks. The Barca club was cautious not to present these agreements in the final hours before the player registration deadline. Presenting them late could have resulted in rejection by La Liga. In this sense, Barcelona is following La Liga's instructions to ensure everything is in order. However, there is still one last point being worked on in these final hours: money certification. Certifying that the money has been received is crucial. The groups that invested in these boxes are solvent, but this must be guaranteed to La Liga with proper documentation to avoid delays. For this reason, the club is gathering all the necessary information and submitting it as quickly as possible. Barcelona believes everything can be finalized today, but is not yet 100% certain. Real Madrid free for January. Alexander-Arnold or nothing. Everything is in Liverpool's hands, as the club seems unwilling to entertain selling the right back in January, despite the player having expressed his desire to wear white. There's no doubt about it. Alexander-Arnold wants to play for Real Madrid, and the Spanish giants want the English fullback in their ranks. The desire is mutual, pointing to a happy ending. During several meetings at Valdebebas, discussions focused on whether it's advisable to go into the winter transfer market, considering player performances and the current situation in the squad. The technical team emphasized the need to bring in a right back due to Carvajal's injury and the sole availability of Lucas Vázquez for the position, sparking further deliberation. With Alexander-Arnold close to becoming a reality, Valdebebas is clear. There will be no movement unless the option of signing the English fullback becomes feasible in January. The player's stance, communicated to Liverpool, is firm. He wants to start his journey at Real Madrid and will not renew his contract, which ends on June 30th. This could lead to a change in the situation, enabling a potential January arrival. However, it seems certain that no other moves will be made for the right-back position. Knowing Alexander-Arnold will be available from June encourages a conservative approach, relying on Lucas Vázquez and occasional contributions from Valverde and Asensio. Though risky, with 7 months of competition ahead, this is the plan Ancelotti will rely on if Liverpool closes the exit door in January, as appears likely. Everything hinges on Liverpool's ownership. It is clear the right-back's future doesn't lie at Anfield, as the player himself has reportedly admitted to the club's management. The relationship between Real Madrid and Liverpool is excellent, and communication regarding Alexander-Arnold has been ongoing for weeks, possibly laying negotiation groundwork. Any further discussions would aim to bring Alexander-Arnold as a Three Kings gift in January. However, such an outcome remains a challenging and complex possibility. Dani Carvajal is continuing his recovery, but isn't expected to return until the start of the next season. A 10-month recovery timeline is being considered most prudent. The European champion with Spain suffered his injury in early October. His road to recovery is still long, and his absence is felt deeply by fans, teammates, and the coaching staff. Carvajal established himself as one of the best footballers in the world last season. His injury leaves a significant gap that the club is working hard to address strategically.